What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to Modern Warfare 3 Season 1, you guys pretty much already know my opinion on this stuff. I mean, especially if you watch my video from the other day, you know that I really enjoy what they have to offer here. You know, I enjoy the new maps, I enjoy the new weapons, I enjoy the new streaks, I enjoy the new content. You know, actually, surprisingly, I've been enjoying the new version of Warzone. And on top of that, I enjoy how, Sledgehammer's been handling the live service methods when it comes to Modern Warfare 3. Call of Duty has had a really rough time in the past when it comes to live service. And, the amount of content that they keep pushing into this game with weekly challenges, new aftermarket parts, new skins to want to grind for that are actually, decent looking. Honestly, I have been enjoying myself. But ladies and gentlemen, there's been one thing that has been introduced into Season 1, which is just devastating. Absolutely devastating. And of course, we touched upon it a little bit earlier. And, a lot of people called me crazy, but I already knew the outcome of this overall thing, and that is the Assassin Vest. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead and dive deep, if you do enjoy today's video, when you want to hear some more content just like this, we post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern Time. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, you'll be notified on everything that goes live here. And last but not least, we do pretty much stream almost every single day over on Kick. So if you guys want to catch some live streams and also, participate in the open lobbies, by all means, you can find a link to my Kick stream down in the description of this video. That usually goes live around 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and chat a little bit about the Assassin Vest in Modern Warfare 3. Now, this right here is single-handedly the worst part of Season 1, in my personal opinion. Like I said, there's a lot of things I've been enjoying, but this thing is going to be the most toxic feature within 6v6 for Modern Warfare 3, and it is going to absolutely destroy the purpose of calling in UAVs. I guess maybe it'll make it better so it's no UAV spam, but at the end of the day, it turned out to be exactly what I was afraid of. This is going to be basically a pub stomper's dream right here. Now, there are going to be two styles of players who go ahead and use this. First and foremost, the players who are scared of pretty much all engagements and they want to hide and try to avoid as much contact as possible. And then, of course, the pub stompers, but not just, pub stompers who play the game and they want to, cap OBJ, get tags, hop on the flag, so on and so forth. I'm talking about the pub stompers who just want to frag out and bait out kills on the objective. Every single thing about this vest is anti-anything. It's literally just for killing. You don't get a field upgrade, so it removes the possibility of having a trophy system for your team or, tack insertion so you can get better spawns for OBJ, so on and so forth. It removes all of that stuff. You still get a grenade, you get lethal, so you get, two things to help you out and assist you with still catching bodies. You get all of your perks across the board. It's overpowered and once again takes away from the purpose of even hopping on the objective. You don't need to. Again, it hyper-focuses basically, pub stomping gameplay, going around, flanking, going for a lot of kills, and not having to worry about opponents seeing you. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, for me personally, you guys know me, I'm definitely more of an OBJ type of player. And I would even, opt into using this vest over everything else. And it's insane because to be on OBJ, I'm going to want a trophy system. I'm going to want, either attack insertion so I can spawn closer, other tactics to help me win the match. But man, not showing up on the UAV is such a crutch. It's insane. And like I said, that is where they balanced it. Having to move made that perk unique, and it made it a skill compared to just a freebie. This version, this vest, this Infinity Ward crap design is a freebie. It takes no skill to use. You equip it, and like I said, you can go to the back of the map and nobody will ever know you're there. But with the real Ghost perk, the one that we have originally in Modern Warfare 3, you have to think. You got to actually maneuver. You have to strategize when a UAV is called in the air so you can stay off of it, or you could choose to stay on it and engage. You got to pick and choose your engagements. And that's where the fun is. This is just mindless bullcrap. Where's the fun in this? Like I said, even for OBJ, it's still extraordinarily useful because on domination and hardpoint, I could flank like it's no tomorrow. I can just sit and camp on the most absurd locations. Nobody will ever know that I'm there, and I'll just spawn trap for days. And the thing about Modern Warfare 3 specifically, not, extremely specific because other Call of Duty games have run into this problem as well, but for Modern Warfare 3, people heavily rely on UAVs. Because over half of the streaks are extremely tough to obtain because of the thick skill-based matchmaking. everything is competitive. So people rock lower streaks now, and over half of your lobbies, probably everybody in your lobby is rocking a UAV. And it's the most easy and consistent thing to go ahead and get. And especially if you're hopping into a match of 12v12 or something like that, it's a lot of people who have the option to go ahead and put a UAV up in the sky. And trust me, it's going to be a lot of them popping up there. So when you have a COD game where UAVs are so frequent, you best believe one of the most used things is Ghost. But right now, Ghost is kind of nicely balanced, as a perk, obviously, because I have to choose between that or if I want EOD or TAC Mask, other very useful things that are, like I said, extremely useful on the battlegrounds. But now we have a vest, which doesn't take away your perks. And compared to the other vests, like I said, all I really rocked was the engineer vest, which, gave me my field upgrades a little bit faster and a couple of tacticals instead of having a lethal. And there are, I think there's one more vest that's kind of useful, but in all reality, as long as I can have all my perks, the vest isn't really that big of a deal to me, Being able to have nonstop Ghost in a vest and then on top of that have 3 different perks, a variety, and a tactical, and a lethal, and all decked out weapons. The only downside is no field upgrades. But again, especially when you're playing 12v12 and stuff of that sorts, you'll have teammates that throw it down. This vest is just overpowered. But that also brings me to another problem, because once this vest becomes noticed and more people start rocking it and more people start seeing how overpowered it is, that means 1, less people are going to be playing OBJ, and 2, less people are going to be using their field upgrades, which is going to cause less trophy systems, less tax, and nobody is going to be hopping on the B flag, going to hard points. Everybody's just, this vest, I am just seeing the future right now, weeks down the road once everybody finally unlocks it. This thing is going to be ridiculous, and it's going to completely kill the purpose of the UAV as well, which, once again, like I said, might be a good thing since the UAV spam is extremely crazy in this game. But you don't want to make UAVs irrelevant, It's still a streak in the game that's useful, and it's nice to have. And if everybody's rocking this vest nowadays, it's like I said, it's going to go right back to classic Infinity Ward titles where UAVs are irrelevant. I never used them. I don't bother. I'd rather use a counter UAV over a regular UAV when it comes to Infinity Ward titles. And that's exactly how this game is going to be right now. I was actually debating on whether I want a counter UAV or a UAV in Modern Warfare 3, They're both useful. No longer. The UAV is going to be non-existent, and the counter UAV and everything else is going to be much more popularized because everybody's going to have 24/7 Ghost on. I still firmly believe that this, vest here just needs rearranging. The name of it is the Assassin Vest. You're supposed to be an assassin, not, an all-around killing god. So I feel like it should take away some stuff, make you play a bit more stealthy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe no perks, maybe no tacticals or lethals. Whatever it is, you should have to be thinking about how you're playing instead of just being able to have no Ghost on and, no skulls on, the enemy's radar and still be able to rock like EOD and play heavy OPJ and, rock smokes and throw frags and, have my covert sneakers on still or, so many different perks that are way more useful than the vests in this game. And I can have 24/7 Ghost on top of that. I think something has to be removed. It needs a nerf just so it could be rebalanced, because it's not a bad idea necessarily, even though I don't like it whatsoever. It's not a bad idea. It's just not implemented correctly. It needs to be something that, especially if you're hopping in OBJ game modes, it needs to be a downside. People who use this need to have a downside to their gameplay, not just a removal of their field upgrade. Oh no, they can't get an ammunitions box anymore, so they can't streak longer. Whoop-de-frickin-do, Oh no, they can't have a trophy system anymore, They probably don't even care. They're just trying to frag out anyways. There has to be something else that will make people want to pick something different than this vest right here. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, go down in the comment section and leave your opinions down below about how you feel about this overall vest. Like I said, I was worried about it ahead of time, and now that it's out and in our hands, yep, I'm even more stressed about it. But of course, only time will tell. We'll see how it's like when more people get their hands on. And, like I said, I just hope the developers will listen and we can get some nice changes. But of course, as always, if you enjoyed today's video, guys, don't forget, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell if you want to be notified for more content just like this. We do indeed post Modern Warfare 3 pretty much daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern time. So like I said, hit that bell so you can be notified every single time a video goes live. And last but not least, we do stream pretty much daily over on Kick. So if you guys want to check out some live streams and even hop into the open lobbies that we host pretty much daily, by all means, you can find the link to my Kick channel down in the description of this video. That stream usually goes live around 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. But as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace out.